Well, hello, you are hiking with Jenny on the Appalachian Trail. Today is day 89, and I'm just walking through Duncannon on my way out of town. We had a great group of people at the brewery last night. It was so cool because, I didn't even know there was a brewery here, and then we were just walking by and we saw it, and we were like, oh, let's go. And then we went in and people just kept showing up, hikers kept showing up. So we had this really big group, and then it turned out to be someone's birthday. So oh, it was so fun. We had such a good night, and it only took 3 months-ish for that to happen. And it was so cool the way people just kind of congregate and meet up again. Today the plan is to go 18 miles, and so we're not going to a shelter, we're going to a stealth campsite that supposedly has a good swimming hole, because it is supposed to be another hot day today, and a bunch of us are going there, so that should be fun. The one limiting factor is I am getting a late start today. It was kind of interesting. So last night after the brewery, I went and got a pint of ice cream, ate the whole thing. So I had my own little ice cream challenge, which unfortunately I didn't document any of that, but it was a very good ice cream. And then I went to bed, and I finished editing a video, and I pushed to export it, and I was just suddenly so tired. So I laid down and was like, I'm just gonna take a little nap while I wait for this to export, and fell asleep, passed out for about 4 hours. Woke up at 2 a.m. It was blazing hot in there. And then I was couldn't get back to sleep right away, so I started editing the next video. And so I got that done finally, and then by the time I went back to sleep, it was 5 a.m. So then I got 2.5 hours of more sleep before I finally woke up. So had kind of broken sleep, but I actually feel well rested, and I feel really good today, so go figure. Everyone else who is hiking out today already left, as far as I know. There was a few people who are hanging back at the hostel because they're actually taking some time off the trail. So MacGyver, Sweaty Betty, and then I think actually St. John is going home, which is really sad, but he gave me the rest of his food, so that was really nice, because I wasn't sure if I had enough dinners, so he gave me some mashed potatoes and stuff that'll hold me over, so that was really nice. Thank you, St. John. That was a good group of people. Well, I'll see some of them tonight. So Dingo, Mountain Goat, who I've shown before, and Swallowtail. She was the one that we stayed at Bear's Den Hostel, and we went to the brewery there, and we got a picture. I follow the guy on YouTube. I think his name is Dave Abbott. He's actually from New Hampshire as well, and we found out we live 40 minutes away from each other. And he has a vlog, obviously. He goes by Rex now, that's his trail name. But he was doing a carnivore diet type thing, which didn't end up working out for him, but he's still on trail, and so it was really cool meeting him. He's gonna be at this campsite tonight as well. So that's pretty cool, hiking with YouTubers again. Today it starts off flat, because we're kind of just walking through town, and then we have a big climb coming up. But then once we get up there, it stays pretty level until we go back down to where the campsite is. However, since this is Pennsylvania, you can bet this is probably all going to be rocks. Hey, check out this view. This walkway on this bridge is kind of sketchy because it feels like it's like slanted toward the water. So it's like, woo, it's like messing with my head. Looks like we're going up. Yeah. Does it look like a bad climb? Maybe. So if you look at the far out map, there's actually a Blue Blaze trail, and a lot of the comments recommend to take that trail over the AT because it is a nicer trail, and the AT route is also supposedly filled with poison ivy. So I think I'm gonna do the Blue Blaze. So here's where we would keep going if we were taking the AT, but we're gonna do the Blue Blaze. The name of this trail is Sasquanana Trail. I think this trail is about a mile long, and then it reconnects back up with the AT at the end of it. Kind of looked like it cut off some switchbacks, so this actually might make today a little shorter. I don't think by a lot. Alright, back on the AT, and we've done the worst of the climbing today already. So that's really cool feeling to have that done. The rest of today doesn't seem too bad, at least from the elevation profile, but we'll see. I'm sure there'll be some rocks. So what a lot of people will tell you is that the worst of the rocks don't start until after Duncannon. But 2020 said that this section was actually nice and that the bad rocks didn't start until after Port Clinton. We're just gonna have to form our own conclusions about this. Wow, that is a nice Paraline view. It looks like the river we crossed earlier. Looks very brown. The trail has actually been a lot nicer than I was expecting. There are some rocks, but it's been mostly like this, like just kind of flat and plenty of dirt too. So yeah, it's today's going pretty smooth. Really can't complain, and the heat isn't terrible today. We are under tree cover most of the time, so that's helping. Yeah, it feels like a good day. I texted Lone Star in 2020 yesterday, and 2020 says that he's in New Hampshire. I guess he made it there technically a couple days ago, but he said he got sick, but he's feeling better now. So yesterday he said it was his first real day hiking in New Hampshire. So that's really cool that he's made it all that way. And I don't know where Lone Star is. I know that he was 2 days ahead of me last night at when I was at Kind of Outdoorsy. He had stayed there 2 nights before me, and he had signed a trail log before that, the night before that, saying that he was going to be getting off trail for a few days to visit with family, but he hasn't said anything in the chat, so I don't know if he's back on trail yet or if he's still visiting with family or what. Either I'm ahead of him or I'm not far behind him. I've got Will and Rex ahead of me, and they said that I walked right by a rattlesnake. I did not see a rattlesnake, but they said it was like right off the trail. And when they went by it, it rattled at them. Oh man, I didn't see, didn't hear anything. Maybe that's a good thing. There have apparently been a lot of snake sightings. At dinner last night, everyone was showing their like photos and videos of all the snakes they saw, and like there's like ones with like where the snake like made its way into the shelter and we're like climbing up or down the walls, and oh my gosh. Freaky. Yet another reason I'm glad I don't sleep in the shelters. I just got a text message from Mountain Goat saying that there's trail magic about a mile ahead of me right now. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I haven't had trail magic in a long time. I can't even remember the last time. So, it's got a lot more sporadic after you leave Georgia. There really isn't that much, or there wasn't for me anyway. So this is great. All right, here's the bridge. Gotta get over to the other side and see what's there. I hear voices. I see people in chairs. Woo! Alright, getting back on trail. So that was really nice meeting Twizzler and Hobby Girl, I think was her name. And they had all sorts of trail magic. Soda and crackers and banana bread and fruit and Twizzlers. It was so nice. Sat there for, oh gosh, I don't know, how long was I there? Maybe an hour, maybe less, I'm not sure. But it was a really nice break. So I've got, I think it's 9.5 miles to get to where we're camping tonight. And it sounds like it's gonna be pretty easy, more of the same that we've been doing today. So that's really good. And I like the temperature feels good. Like it doesn't feel as humid as it has been, and I think that's what's kind of helping it to not feel as bad. And it's been nice that we've had like a little bit of shade. It's Table Rock view. Nice. All right, made it. Looks like there's plenty of trees here. So after I got to camp, I set up my hammock and I went for a dip in the water here. And there's a big group of us here at camp. So it was cool to eat dinner and socialize and everything. Sounds like we're probably going to be camping together tomorrow as well. I've got to get some editing done in the hopes that I can get on the Wi-Fi at some point tomorrow to upload my next video. Otherwise, I am going to fall behind, which might just have to happen. So thank you for watching and happy trails.